Good morning. Jonathan, I thought you were like doing a jog. Let's jog. I love those exercise tapes where people work out sitting down. I think it's neat.
My football coach when I was a
We have to be serious now.
I'm sorry.
Serious video.
I'll save my story for later.
We're going to get off topic soon,
Excuse
don't
me.
worry. It's one of those mornings, I can tell. So you might have noticed you're picking up the phone. Let's assume you pick up the phone and you hold it like this because you're older and you're not like this because you're a young person. That's
But even kids do this.
It's cool. That's awesome.
They don't know.
So you pick up the phone, you're calling your favorite guitar shop or typing in like, hey, I want to build a guitar, I want to get a guitar, or I want to do a custom shop, or I want to do this or that. And they're like, hey, we have what we have on the website. Check it out. Cool. Thank you. Or we can't really help you. Good luck. We'll try, but here's basically all we can do. The demand has been so high over the past 2 years now.
Right.
Gosh, it's been a little bit over 2 years. That it's been insane. Most shops are not set up to help you in that respect. They're there to help sell the guitars that they have or in stock or in order, and that is pretty much what they do.
Yeah.
This is a direct thing on what we do. I'm not trying to it's not trying to be too much, but some shops do this. We just in particular, we are built around helping you build your dream guitar.
Yes.
Or find your dream guitar. That is what our team is built. It was not built upon warehouses of guitars. It was built upon building that one guitar for you from the first email or phone call to the completion.
Let's even at Guitar Center in Nashville, and I work there, right? Fantastic platinum room, run really well. One of the best guitar centers, right? Like a great guitar center, right? Yeah. If you go, no grudge against you if you go there because that is a great guitar center. And like I said, the platinum room is almost like its own little thing with the vintage stuff and the custom shop stuff.
So nice.
Tons of custom shops in there. Never once did I hear about anyone custom ordering. Like what was there, right? It wasn't designed. It's not even that they couldn't do it or weren't. I mean, obviously they were knowledgeable enough. It's just that the model there, the business model, was not set up for you to come in and sort of like spec out.
Well, most shops are not set up that way. It's a new reality. We sort of saw this transition of the world a little bit beforehand, maybe, and because I knew what I wanted.
Sure.
Like when I wanted to buy a guitar, I would like to spend time going. I want to be able to send an email and then get on the phone.
Yeah.
And then actually talk about what I want. But if I'm spending this amount of money, which is a lot of money, on a custom guitar, from the boutiques to the majors to just even a production, I would like to have some help.
Some help and to feel like it's an actual experience, right? With someone who is invested in it with you and who cares about the finished product and the outcome, and that you're getting what makes you happy and what makes sense.
Building the casino guitars world that we have here, and a few other great shops out there too. We're sort of built around this nucleus engine that sort of has these little offices in the back and a building next door where we're on the phones, we're on the internet, and we know the guitars. Yep. That's pretty much it.
Right.
It's pretty much, I know a lot about guitars, useless facts about movies, and lots of history.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of it. That's all I know. People are like, hey, what about science? Or I'm like, whatever. As long as you're not gonna tell me that Earth's round, I'm on board with you.
It's round. It's just hollow.
Cool. That's
hollow Earth.
And there's little gnomes that live inside of it that make it spin like a hamster
dinosaurs.
Wheel. Of course.
Everyone does.
That's where we put them.
Yeah.
No, it is. Like we built it from almost day one. That was the mission. Like everyone that works here is an expert on guitars, and not just like sort of guitars. Like in particular, Fender Custom Shop. Like we know what we're talking about with them. We build them all day, every day, and we live in those guitars. We live in the spec sheets. Right. We live in the Floor Travelers. We live in the Matrix.
It's like you said, it's like reading the Matrix.
It is.
Oh yeah.
No, we do it, but we know tone woods, and we know pickups, we know magnets, we know fret wires, and we really get into the nitty gritty detail of it, because at the end of the day, it is about building the right guitar for you, not just building the right guitar for what we want and what we want to just, because that's what we do. We spec a lot. We spec hundreds to thousands of them for the shop alone that will sell, and they're all built and spec'd by usually Jonathan and I. Yeah. Sometimes we let the other hooligans get involved in it, but it's just too much fun. I know. I try to keep them out of it. It's just fun.
You guys go do that stuff, the inventory stuff. We'll make fun guitars.
That window needs a cleaning. I'm going to design this. Oh, the shell pink one we just got in. Oh.
That one is ridiculous.
It's not on the internet yet. It'll be up soon.
It will be though. It might be by the time this video comes
out. It's a 52. It weighs nothing. It's a 52 telly, shell pink, AAA flame, roasted dark tent neck. Oh my Lord.
It is stupid light, isn't it?
It's
but
like,
God,
it's like under 6.5 pounds. It's
super resonant.
It's like an acoustic guitar when you play it. But
I hadn't heard it plugged in yet.
But I spec'd it over a year ago just for the shop. I think it's called a Casino Special, one of this batch of like 5 in this one little load that I did just for us. And that's a joy. But the real joy is speccing it with someone. Yes. Like I'm working with a few fellas right now. It's just been a really joyous past few weeks, I think, on the custom shop with like people. I've had like a lot of fun. I mean, working with this young kid and young kid, he's a man, but in your 20s, you're a kid. But in England with one, and he's from Jersey, he lives in England. It's just fun. It's like I can see the joy in his. I know what he wants. Right. I think we're getting close. It's exciting. And I hope we can do the right guitar for him too. Yeah, I mean, I think we will. That's part of what's fun, right? Just talking to these people, whether it's on the phone or emailing. It's more fun on the phone. Just getting to know them, right? And you kind of you feel like you have this sense of what kind of guitar player they want to be, or they are, or they're shooting for. Well, he's a medieval like English history like fanatic. I'm like, cool, that's nerds. Really funny, really. Like King Alfred, let's rock. Okay, that's awesome. You know, but it is like I've had 2 Zoom calls with him, right? And like this is just like one example of many, but like it stuck out because he's a younger fella. He's excited about it. I'm excited. The guitar seems cool. I think we've got the right color locked in finally. And it's taken a while getting that right color because this is something too. Like, hey, I want a Fiesta Red guitar, let's say. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of Fiesta Red in that spectrum. Right. You know, not just like the faded and like the aged or like the slightly faded. You can do things you don't even know you can do. It's true. We can add metallic to it. Nope. You know, you can slightly offset. You can brown it a little bit. And like, what is it, custom colors? There's all sorts of ways around that. And we've been doing it for long enough, we know how to where it keeps it out of that master build category, unless you want to go there, which I highly recommend because it's awesome. But wouldn't you have a reason? No, or let's even jump back a little bit to a production piece. Yes. Let's say you want to get an American Pro 2 Stratocaster. Okay. We will sit there and because we have a team that's not just the front of house team that's working the shop and working the phones and working your basic online sales, that is dedicated to really taking time with you on the phone, the internet, and talking about why this one might be better for you, why you might want an American original, even though you can't find them hardly anymore. We have a few more coming in. We just got a Jazzmaster in. I know, it's amazing. I know, it's pretty good. But that's the nuance that a lot of shops just don't have the ability to do right now. Sure. Because they're understaffed, they're not built that way, and it's just hard to find people that know about this stuff. You can't just train it. It is right. It's hard to start from zero. Like coming in here, you kind of have to have that base knowledge of you just know about guitars, and in particular these guitars we're talking about, like Fender Custom Shops, Fender lines. It's really tricky if somebody just has no idea. No, and there are great training platforms. Like Sweetwater does a great training platform for them. They onboard new hires. Yes, it's wonderful. You know, but there's something. It's hard to beat experience, obviously. Right. But it's also hard to beat. We're so small. We're very picky when we bring somebody on. We've only had to let go a few folks, but when we bring on people, you're coming to this family, and we expect there to be an inherent talent and knowledge base. You have to have an understanding of learning things quickly and rapidly, and understanding woods, metals, pickups, electronics, and how they interact to each other. That's your sort of field test. You get field tested here well before you get brought on team. Well, I think the thread here is that everybody here, when again it's pretty relatively small, they just love guitars. It's not a job to figure out, let me go study, what these tone woods do or how these pick up. We're all stupidly obsessed about it, right? That's what we do for fun. Sean and I'll hang out and we'll talk about, we'll leave work and go talk about dumb guitars because we want them, and it's okay. I know, because we were talking about this the other day. It's we're going through our own personal finances because we all have the same struggles everyone else does. We're talking about taxes before we shot this video. I can't even think about it. Don't even get me started. I would sweep that under the rug too. No, but then we're all chasing the next piece of gear. Yeah. And then we're stupid. We're just dumb. But and then we love it when we get to talk to customers and new friends about these guitars, from Loudons to Taylors to CD60s from Fender to a pre-owned Yamaha. It's fun. It's really, really fun. That's the big core too, is besides the knowledge, the ability to learn, and everything else, the love for interacting with human beings. That's right. because like we're all such weird introverts that no one talked to in high school, except for Jonathan. He was a bully, probably like my father.
That's right.
No, you weren't a bully.
That was not
I've seen pictures of you. You definitely weren't a bully.
not a bully.
You were a goofball.
Yeah, I was a goofball.
Hey, imagine him with no beard and like a virgin.
There you go.
I still couldn't beat him up. I'm just saying. No, but it's. I feel like we're so lucky, like, and we get to do it, and it's an odd video, I know, but it's fun, and we want to thank everybody for spending your time with us, letting us go on your strange rants about movies and whatever else we're talking about, or the latest Easter egg charcuterie. I don't know what it is, what we might get excited about, or thanks for taking the time with us and your 12 minutes each day or whatever this is, and have a little fun. It's on the road.
We appreciate it.
Down nowhere. So when you are ready for that next guitar, shoot us an email, give us a call. Odds are you'll have to talk to one of us.
Probably.
Hopefully not. You think
it is funny how many people call and they're like, "Wait a minute, you Jonathan? Jonathan from the video with the beard?" Yeah, no, we answer the phone because there's no one else to do it.
No, there are actually other
there are some other people,
but sometimes we get it, and it is really funny.
You might get me.
No,
get Baxter.
but it's not like it's wow, lucky you.
No,
I'm gonna feel bad because like we're the worst ones here. Like because what's gonna happen is we're gonna stand up. I was talking to a guy that he's wanting to order a guitar, and I literally would not stop talking about a movie I just saw. And he's like, "Can we get to the guitar?" I'm like, "No. I want to finish this thread." He's like, "Jesus, you're just like in the video." I'm like,
Sir,
"There is no."
Have you not seen Dune?
What is wrong with you? Guys, I was so excited about something else in the movie world the other day. I can't remember what it was. I was like, they just greenlit something that's happening. I don't know. Or even like Downton Abbey. Like there's another Downton Abbey in the mix. I'm super excited. That's a great movie. It's a great movie. I just finished Thor Ragnarok with my kids like last night. We went to bed late for them. It was like 9 o'clock, which is super late because it was so good we couldn't stop. I can't stop. When they start playing like the Battle of Evermore, or what's that song? Not the Battle of Evermore.
It's
the
Zeppelin.
Come on, what's the name of the song? We all know it. They used to play it as a kid. It's the shortest Led Zeppelin song in their entire catalog. I can't remember the name of it.
Immigrant Song.
Thank you. The Battle of Evermore is like the slow one.
Sorry.
But when he's playing that and he's got lightning coming out, I was like, and this is like maybe a 2-minute scene.
That is amazing. Yeah.
I was like, they spent, this is like $50 million right here.
Oh God, yeah.
Just for just this scene of 2 minutes of film.
God, it's amazing.
But it's so amazing. And Cate Blanchett, perhaps one of the best bad guys in all of the Marvel universe.
True.
Like the Queen of Death or whatever she is.
Like when she stops the hammer and just
her acting is always amazing. I think she's just gorgeous in every way and just phenomenal. And if you haven't watched Thor Ragnarok in a while, and Jeff Goldblum, I mean, it's like 2 movies in one. It is like the comedy of Jeff and all that stuff. Then you got like the dad stuff going, and then the actor I love from Australia, who's the star of The Boys, who's sort of like the bad guy from Asgard that helps her.
Oh yeah.
But he has a cool character arc.
I forgot about that.
I love him.
I forgot.
Carl Urban.
There you go.
God bless me.
Boys season 3 won't be. It's not.
And if you haven't seen Dredd, the movie where he's the star of, amazing movie. It is. It's one of my favorite. Not Judge Dredd with like Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Amazing in a bad way. But Dredd is absolutely amazing. It's dark. It's fun. It's got one of the Lannisters is the main bad guy. Amazing. Doing the drugs. See, we just did it. But that's why we have time. Because we're talking about movies all day otherwise. No, but it's just, again, don't get upset with the shops that you're used to dealing with if they don't. That's part of the big point too. Because I've had some people call. We were helping some customers that are up north. One of my favorite guys, he's had issues with other shops that are custom shop dealers and been dealers, showcase dealers too, for a decade or so.
Right.
And they're not helpful in the same way just because they're not geared that way.
It's just not what they do, right? You
just
have
to find for it.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And it's not something. Don't be mad about it. It's just if you want to get a cool keyboard, we can't help you.
Nope.
If you want a drum set, can't help you either. If you want a lot of things, we can't help you. We just focus on niche things.
That's true.
That's why we're just barely adequate at that.
Just good enough. Get it done.
If you're not good at something, maybe it's just not your thing. You should try something else. That's what my dad used to always tell me. Son, maybe this just isn't your thing.
He would just say that every week. Yes, still haven't found it.
he still says it to me now. He comes in, the shop and just like talks trash to everybody here.
It's true
About me.
Yeah.
It's kind of
pretty much.
That's my father. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.
Pretty entertaining.
Didn't know you saw us 7, and you showed up, and you're still here just making fun of me. Awesome. Thank you.
Until you got in the Wall Street Journal, then you were like,
I did
take
beat him
that,
there.
Dad.
Take that, Dad. I was like,
That's right.
number one. You're number one father. Don't beat me up. No, it's thank you again for watching, staying with us. Click those things. What do they do?
The like, the subscribe, the bell, all the stuff.
And then you might win an all expense paid trip to France.
Or a silver scale.
Oh yeah, that too.
We're getting close.
Yes, if you're curious about the all expense paid. I think I said all expense trip to France. So I tried to do that on purpose that time. Or the Silver Sky. Just let us know. Jonathan will answer those calls.
No one's going to France.
Maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
Who wants to go to France?
I hate you so much. Sorry. Goodbye. Fare thee well.